Hey everyone, I'm back doing a tag video today. I was going through my mentions tab on YouTube and there's about 12 videos that I've been tagged in and most of them are tag videos, so I was like, oh, the only way that pile is going to get smaller is if I actually film a video. So that's what I'm doing today. Now the tag is the most used, least used, controversial and complimented handbag tag for 2025. I don't know who created it, but Maddie from Maddie Shops tagged me in it and she was tagged by Jerusha and so forth, fifth cousins twice removed scenario. So Maddie, if you're unfamiliar, I am dubbing her like the queen of Chanel because she has this epic Chanel collection, but I like the way that she kind of brings in her own taste to it, especially with ready to wear. It's definitely a refreshing take on the average Chanel buyer to see how she incorporates things into her collection. So I will have her channel linked down below and her Instagram handle as well because she definitely is active on Instagram. But thanks so much, Maddie, for tagging me in this video. And let's jump on in. But firstly, if you are new here, my name is Connor and on my channel, I like to talk about all things luxury. So if that's something you're into, I'd love it if you could hit the subscribe button down below and the bell button so you're notified when I bring out new videos. And if you're returning, welcome back to my channel. Alrighty, now with this tag, it's pretty self-explanatory. There's most used, least used, never used, most controversial, and most complimented bags. So some might be singular, some might be like equally as, you know, categorized, but I'm just going to go through them in chronological order. Now, my most used bag, I'm going to grab it because that will make it a lot more helpful, is this one. My Ferry Lepage, what's it called? Daily Battle Vertical Tote in the Empire Scale Green. I use this exclusively as my work bag. It fits in my laptop, it fits in everything. Now, I believe that this size is discontinued. I can't even remember because I bought it so long ago. I feel like this is the 32 size or something, but there's a smaller size that they do still have. This is the large one that's discontinued. And I've used this bag every single day I go to work since getting it in 2022. It is just perfect and like, I don't own any bags in green, but this shade of green, this like emerald green shade, I just absolutely love it. And it's one of those things that I get complimented on, even though it's not the most complimented, but it's my most used. I get complimented on all the time. And now that I've started my new job, like, because obviously the people that haven't seen it before, they're like, oh my God, I love your bag. And it just sits on my desk and I just get to admire it all day. So I would say get a work bag in a color that probably isn't something that or something that goes with everything in your wardrobe. But if you just love that shade of color or that whatever it is, just buy it because you're basically forced to use it all the time because it's your work bag, but you fall in love with it. You're incorporating it into your everyday life. But yeah, this bag, I absolutely love it. And funnily enough, even as of most recently, somebody messaged me on Instagram saying, oh Connor, like I saw the video that I originally did on this bag and they've gone and purchased the equivalent size that's available now. So look, it's still going strong. I can still work my influential magic and my luxury humanitarian status is still up secured, okay? Because you're welcome. Now next would be my least used, which is my Loewe mini puzzle bum bag. This is in this gorgeous, like I think they call it cyan color, like the printer cartridge blue, but it's like a neon almost. I'm not sure if it like appears that way. Oh, it kind of does. It's like a neon blue and it's in this soft grained calf skin and it's got this brushed palladium hardware, which I love. I mean, could this bag be a more Connor colored bag with the silver hardware? I think not, but it's least used because I only need a bum bag for so many scenarios, but I am thankful that I do have one for the scenarios that I would need one. Does that make sense? I think having one bum bag in your collection is a smart thing because you can, like I primarily wear it over my shoulder like this and it doesn't fall off, or you can put it over and like sling it across you. However you do it. I can understand if you have big tits though, it would be very difficult because it's like having a third tit or maybe a quadruple tit, if that's even a thing. But because I don't have breasticles, it's a lot easier for me to wear. But if you are, you know, big titty challenged, you can just wear it over your shoulder. But it's one of those bags that I've loved using, and the times that I have used it, it's been great, but it's just not something that gets reached for a lot because it's few and far between. In saying that, if there was another bum bag that were to come out, I wouldn't, like say it was in a whatever combination that I absolutely loved, I would still definitely consider it because, you know, it's not a bag style that is redundant. It's just, you know, it has its moments, okay? So if you're on the fence about getting a bum bag for the occasions that I've just said, minus quadruple boobian scenario, I think it's a great thing, but it'll get its time to shine. Coming into summer now, it's going to be a lot easier. I feel like it just reminds me of like linen clothes or easy breezy summer clothes versus in winter. I feel like that's more of a thing that I associate with like handheld bags. I don't know, but definitely it's not going anywhere. I love this. I remember when I bought it, I was dying of COVID and this cheered me up. So you're here to stay, do not worry, and it's coming up to your time in the sun. The next is never used, and of my bags, I think I've got about 13 or 14. I've used all of them except this one, and it is basically my Longchamp Paris. I don't even know what it is. It's a big old duffel bag from Longchamp, and it's the like city exclusive one. So you can only get this at certain stores in Paris. There's actually two versions of this bag. There's this one with the macaroons and the macarons, and then there is the one that you can only get at the airport. I think it's only Terminal 3 from memory, that Longchamp boutique. And it's basically, I'm pretty sure it's in this same navy color, but it's got a plain window. It's got an Eiffel Tower in the window, and then it says Paris in red. They actually had that at the airport when I was there, but I didn't like the red, and I'd already bought this one. And you know, I was gonna wait until I was at the airport to get it because I knew it was there, but this one just with the white writing I just like better. Was this bag something that I was always intending to use for a purpose? No, I just wanted it because it's pretty inexpensive for what it is. I think maybe it was like under $500 in Australian dollars at the time. Maybe it was 420 or something like that. And it was a great little souvenir for me to purchase, and I knew I wanted it. I think Gwenny from Style by Gwenny, she had this on her Paris wish list. I'm not sure, her videos are still drip feeding out from her Paris trip, so I'm not sure if she ended up getting it, but if she did, muzzle. But yeah, it's just one of those things that I loved. Actually, I have used it, but I don't, it was more of like an apparatus, because when I did Meredith's last vlog sale, obviously I was going back and forth to the post office like it was nobody's business, and this I carried like all of the parcels from like downstairs or to my car to the post office. So I did kind of use it, but I don't really think it's like, I mean, semantics, but for what it should be used for, like clothes or an overnight thing, I have not used it, and it's the closest thing to a bag that I've never used. But I really enjoy it. Like honestly, it sits on my floor, basically in my office, or hanging on a door, and every time I see it I like it. So you know, it's paid for itself in that regard. It does have like a shoulder strap that connects on these things. Where that is, anybody's guess. I think it's in the dust bag in one of these many boxes that I have lying around, because I would prefer to carry it handheld. But it's in like a, I think they called it recycled polyester. It's lined again in the same, it actually feels like neoprene, like that wetsuit material on the inside. And then it's got like another slip pocket that says Longchamp Paris, made in France from recycled polyester. And then it's got like silver hardware, black leather trim. So like if you can get one of these bags, I know there's lots of different cities. There's Dubai, there's Singapore, there's Seoul. Apparently there's a Sydney one with a koala on. I'm yet to see it, but when I'm in Sydney next, I'd probably add the Sydney one because, you know, Australian vibes, right? Because I can see myself needing this for something. I feel like I'm talking a lot about this bag that I have not used. But yeah, this is that one, so you're welcome. Now, most controversial bag, of course, would be the bread bag. Now, this is the Fendi Baguette. It's from the men's Fall Winter 23 from memory, I think. And it is basically a baguette made of shearling, and it also has a black leather crossbody strap that can attach. You can wear it on the front of you, you can wear it on the back of you. Now, this bag is controversial because people are like, why did you buy it? It's stupid and yada yada yada. It's actually got a beautiful story, okay? It's a beautiful story about this bag. Not for me, but just while it was created. And essentially, when the UNESCO World Status was awarded to the baguette in France, meaning that the baguette is synonymous with Paris, I think exclusively, or just France in general. I can't remember the specifics, but it was given a UNESCO World Heritage status for the baguette for its contribution to food and being so iconic to France and yada yada yada. So Fendi, who obviously have the iconic baguette bag, made an actual baguette bag to celebrate that and to also celebrate the relationship between Italy and France's fashion heritage and relationship with each other. So that's like, if it's not for that, what else could it be for? So I think it's very, very beautiful. It's got palladium hardware and it's got the men's baguette buckle zip, and then on the inside, I think I have the dust bag in there, it's just lined in like the normal kind of canvas material. I've used it twice, I think. It's definitely been twice. What they were for, I cannot remember. Once I took it out with Dale, we were going somewhere and something, and the other time escapes me. But like once a year, that's all it needs to be. And it actually wasn't that expensive. I think it was like $1,800. So in the world of like a fur bag, that's pretty good. But like every time I see this bag in my office here, I always like stroke it and I'm like, oh, you're so soft. It's like an Ugg boot bag. But like, I do not regret getting this bag at all, and I can understand why it might have some sort of controversy, but also Rihanna was wearing this exact bag with her 13-month pregnant belly, so like if it's good enough for Riri, it is good enough for me, okay? And then the last on the list is the most complimented. Now, Maddie has written in her description most complicated, but in the actual video she says most complimented. I can't remember if I was just reading it and forgot and said most complicated, but it's most complimented, okay? And it would have to be my Fendi Mini Peekaboo I See You. They've changed the size of this now. I can't remember what they call it. I forget all these things, but this is my made to order bag that I did at the end of 2022 in December, and then I picked it up in September 2023, and it's just perfect. Honestly, I get so much joy from this bag. It's my own peekaboo. Still to this day, Fendi have not made a men's peekaboo that is in a combination that I would have purchased, and because it's such an expensive bag, it's got to be something that you love. They brought out a lot of dark colors, a lot of grays and a lot of beiges and things like that, and none of them are things that I would go for. This is the bag that I would go for. Now, it's complimented all the time because I don't know if it's because people like the combination, which I'm assuming it's part of that, or it's complimented because it's a made to order bag and they're complimenting like, I love that bag that you made for you, if that makes sense. But either, it has the same impact. I've had maybe 1 or 2 people actually reach out and they're like, if you ever sell that bag, I will buy it because again, there is no other combination out there. And I'm like, just go do an MTO. I'm not selling this bag ever. But it's got palladium hardware. The outside is this beautiful sky blue. The inside is this milk color here. It always throws off a different, like a more of a beigey color, but it's more of like a off-white chalky color in person. And then the handle is in this stone color python. Again, it's throwing off darker in the camera than what it really is. It's got 4 little feet, and then on the back it's got a like a little zip pocket. It's very capacious, this bag. I'm actually going to start taking it to work now that I'm working in the office a lot more. Oh my god, why am I slanting? Yeah, so this bag, honestly, it's just so special. It's the most expensive bag I've ever purchased to date, and you know, no regrets. I love it. I love carrying it, you know, almost exclusively top handle. I'm not a massive fan of the python strap, but I do like when the python strap is attached and it hangs down. I think it kind of just gives it a little bit more depth to this bag. But yeah, I was actually going to take this out yesterday, but I looked, honestly, what I was wearing, I looked disgusting, and I was not ready for the summer that had started to come back, or the spring weather that started to come back into Brisbane. So it just didn't go with what I was wearing. But I still love this bag. It is the piece de resistance in my collection, if you were to say that. And it's just something very special to me. It represents all of me, and I love it. So thank you for all the compliments, because my bag appreciates it. Also, it's getting the beautiful smile in the front. Dale started doing the smile for me when she borrowed this bag, and it's getting nice and slouchy in there. Eventually it'll smile down a lot more, but I just love it. Absolutely love it. I do get asked if I would ever get another one of these bags. No, well, I mean, never say never, but no, because I feel like this kind of size, medium to large size bag for myself I only need it for, like, I only need one. I don't know if I'd need multiples. Otherwise, I'd lean more towards getting a Birkin or even a really big Kelly if one came about that I liked. And two, again, there's been no color combinations, no styles that have come out where I've been like, ugh, I love that. I will say the Celeria versions that have the really thick, chunky stitching around, I do love, but again, the colors have just been abysmal. So yeah, that's that one. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Please let me know your thoughts down in the description box below. If you want to do this video, go for gold, tag yourself and run with it, because it's actually really fun to do. It got me thinking about like what I actually have in my collection, but it also got me thinking like I use a lot in my collection. I'm pretty good at rotating, and I've got all the kind of occasions set out for what I do need things for. In saying that, I think moving forward, like bags that I would add into the collection, I don't really think about now so much the purpose. Like if I just see something and I love it, like my, where is it? The denim Louis Vuitton one, like there. I just wanted that bag, didn't know the size, didn't know any of those things, didn't know, I just wanted that bag. And I've used it quite a bit as well for something that's so new, but anything, I don't need the practicality aspect. I kind of got all those bases ticked. So anything that I want, I'll just see. But you know, it's been slim pickings out there for a while. So I'm kind of glad, because, you know, money doesn't grow on trees. But thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much, Maddie, as well, for tagging me. Like I said before, I'll have her YouTube channel and her Instagram linked down below in the description box. But again, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all very shortly in my next video, whenever that may be. Bye.